I am Deven Sisler, and this is a little tiny introduction to Circus Skills. So there's a little bit of theater involved, there's definitely some physical education, and what you will need for this class today are 3 plastic bags. Ideally, they're slightly different plastic bags because that'll help with the progression that I want to do. So you can pause the video and go find 3 plastic bags. This class is also ideal for ages 7 and up. If you're younger than that, it can work, but it'll be a little more difficult. And you need 3 plastic bags for all the people who are participating. So if you have more than one person who's doing this class with me right now, then get 3 plastic bags for everybody who's involved. We're going to start with a little bit of a physical warm-up. So take your hands together and roll your wrists around. This helps unwind any tension from all the computer and device time that we're doing together. Switch the direction. That's an important part of this one. Notice how you're breathing. Notice how you're standing. You can rock a little forward and back on your toes. And then shrug your shoulders to your ears, flop them down. Shrug your shoulders to your ears, flop them down. Once more, flop them down. And you can swing your arms back and forth. Now take your arms out to the side, make little circles. Let those circles get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they're tiny and fast. And then switch directions. Yeah, keep your arms out to the side, even if they get a little tired, because you are getting stronger right now. Make them bigger and bigger and bigger until these circles are as big as you can make them. So you definitely need a little bit of space right now, especially if there are more than one person in this room. And then smaller and smaller and a little faster. And a little faster and faster and faster, and then shake it off. Good work. Okay, hands on your hips. Swing one leg. That's it. We're just swinging and balancing. And now roll your foot around in the ankle in one direction, then the other. And then roll your lower leg around in your knee joint. One direction and then the other. And then figure eights with that same side. If you're losing your balance, you can always take a chair or the wall to help with this one. But it's good to keep practicing it until you can move and stay balanced at the same time. Place that foot down. Other side. Forward and back. Forward and back. Notice your breath. Keep breathing. You're much better at learning new things when you're breathing more deeply. Lift your leg up, roll the foot around, other direction. And then lower leg around in the knee joint, other direction. And then figure eights. Shake one leg, one arm, shake your other arm, shake one leg, shake the other leg, shake opposite arm and leg, shake opposite arm and leg. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale all the way down, give the floor a pat, roll up. Once more, all the way down, roll up really, 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 really slow. Hop your legs out to the side, inhale up, lower down, roll up, all the way down, roll up to standing. Once more, all the way down. This time, hang out here. Take one hand to the opposite leg for a gentle twist. Back to center, other side. back to center, roll all the way up. And now, if you want to pause the video again and take a little cardiovascular break, I highly recommend putting on one of your favorite songs and doing jumping jacks for the whole song. So I wanted to give you a couple different kinds of jumping jacks because I think that makes it a little bit more fun. We have a regular out and in. That's a great one. Another one you can do to help keep everything a little varied is out, up, out, down, out, up, out, down. And you can go back and forth between those two different kinds of jumping jacks while you're listening to one of your favorite songs. And now what we are going to do together, so you can pretend you came back from jumping rope or jumping jacks, whichever you prefer, and take one of your bags. Start in your pincher finger, and you're going to throw, clap, catch. You want to make sure that you are catching with the opposite hand that throws. If you have access to juggling scarves, you could also do this with juggling scarves, but I like the fact that most people have plastic bags at home, for better or worse. You can clap in front, clap in back, catch. Just as long as you're catching with the opposite hand. And now we'll throw, clap under a leg, catch with the opposite hand. Throw, clap under a leg, catch with the opposite hand. Once again, as we go through these progressions, you can definitely pause the video and focus on the progression that works for you. So level 1, clap and catch. Throw, clap, catch. Level 2, throw, clap in front, clap in back, maybe add a couple extra, catch with the opposite hand. Level 3, clap under a leg, catch. Level 4, clap under both legs. And if you drop it, it's okay. That's part of it. So there we go. That's level 4. Level 5, put it all together. Well, first, take your finger. Oh, that was the same hand. I have to do it one more time. So, catch with the opposite hand. So we call this around the world. It's from my teacher, Kevin O'Keefe in Circus Yoga. Pause the video, practice that for a few minutes, and then come back. And if you're ready, if you've accomplished throw, clap in front, clap in back, under leg, you can start making up other ones. So we have throw, turn, and this is just how it does. I highly recommend doing it inside because that helps a lot. The next one that you can do is throw, jump, and catch. And again, you can make up your own around the world progression. If you do that, I'd love to see a video. Now we are ready for 2 scarves, 2 bags. Take one in your pincher fingers on each side. And the round 1 with 2 bags is throw, throw, drop, drop. You've got it! That's great. So, successful round 1. Can you guess what round 2 is? Throw, throw, catch, catch. It gets a little trickier. So I'm throwing, catching, and catching. I want to catch with the opposite hands. I also want to start throwing with the opposite hand every time. So let's follow the green bag, and I just want to throw with the hand that has the green bag. So I'm switching back and forth. So this juggling thing is creating gray matter in the brain. That's more brain cells. You are getting smarter when you are juggling because we are crossing the midline of the body. So the right and the left hand to the right and the left side of the brain. You're also working on focus and concentration. So doing math later today might be a little easier. I won't guarantee it, but you let me know. So here we go. Throw, throw, catch, catch. I'm going to start with the green one again. Throw, throw, catch, catch. So that is step 2 of juggling. I'm going through this pretty quickly. I highly encourage you to pause the video and really work on trying to do each of these progressions now, like throw, throw, catch, catch. Do that 20 times without dropping it. And if you get really frustrated, go back to our around the world progression, because that will make it a little bit more fun while you're also getting smarter and your hands are getting smarter. Do you notice how I'm looking forward in space while I'm working on this? This is an also important part of it. I'm using my peripheral vision to help my hands know where I am in space. Because if I'm looking at the bags, I'm never going to be able to add another bag. So I want to look forward in space, and then my hands can see out of the corner of my eyes what's going on. So throw, throw, catch, catch about 20 times. That's what we do with 2 bags. All right, so welcome back. We are now ready for 3. This time you're going to have your pincher finger on one side and your lobster claw. So we always start with the hand that has 2, and we want to keep switching which hand is starting. Because most of us have a dominant hand that does most things and a non-dominant hand that doesn't do quite as much. So in juggling, we're working on the non-dominant hand getting smarter, while the dominant hand gets to chill out a little bit. So we're equalizing one side and the other side of the body. So guess what round 1 of throw, throw, throw is? We're going to go throw, 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 drop, drop, drop. Did you notice which hand I started with? It was the hand that had 2 bags. So I'll show you that again. I have my pincher fingers 1 and 2, pincher fingers 3 and 4. One hand has 2 bags, one hand has 1 bag. Which one do I start with? The hand that has 2 bags. So here we go. Throw, 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 drop, drop, drop. I'm throwing up and across so that the bags will fall straight down into my open arms. So here we go. I'm going to start with which hand? The hand that has 2. Throw, 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 catch, catch, drop. Whatever it is. Take this to 5 or 10 times. So pause the video, try this for 5 or 10 times, come back once again and join me. So how do we put this all together to start juggling? Well, ideally, I'm going to throw, and then I'm going to catch, and then I'm going to throw and catch. I have to throw before I catch, so I have something else to catch. I can't actually talk and do this at the same time because it's just too many things going on in my life. And here's the deal. Anyone you've seen who's good at juggling, and I highly recommend if you haven't Googled some juggling videos, go do it. There's so many amazing and inspiring people out there doing cool things. So bag juggling, scarf juggling, that's how we begin together. You could also use tissues, and then they could become tissues for boogie noses later. But anyone who's really, really good at juggling has done a lot of juggling, hundreds and thousands of hours of practice. So if you want to be good at juggling, practice. Here we go, putting it all together. And you can say throw, catch when you see me throwing and catching. And then some of them drop, and then you start again. So what hand do I start with? I'm going to switch to the other side. So the other side gets to start. Throw, catch, throw, catch, throw. So the pro of different colored bags is I can see that they're very different. The downside is that they're going to have different weights. So after you practice with some different colors and you can see that you're starting with the opposite hands really consistently, you can go to practicing with the same color bags because that's going to make it a lot easier in terms of catching when you're ready for 3. So I have my pincher. I started with this one last time, so I'm going to start with this one. And the first one that's going to throw is this one, and then this one, and then that one. So 1, 2, 3. Side to side, crisscross. I throw a catch, I throw a catch. And when you're done, you say ta-da. So that is cross scarf juggling. Awesome way to get started juggling. This video is only going to be about 17 minutes long, but it should honestly take you about twice that long to practice. You can keep watching it, you can come back and keep breathing while you're doing this. I'm going to put in a bonus thing. I really want you to practice column juggling after you've spent at least 5 minutes on doing all of those other progressions and then the actual 3-bag juggling. So if you get a little frustrated, you're ready for a break, but you still want to keep going, we'll go 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up. And ideally, I continue to switch arms with who's doing the 1 up, 2 up. So that's called column juggling. We're still doing a lot of the juggling things, but we're not using that whole progression. And so you can keep practicing. Inside is a lot easier than outside because there's no wind to blow my scarves away. Keep breathing while you're doing it, and I hope you have fun. And if you want to be a juggler, practice. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Deven Sisler, and this was a little tiny introduction to some circus skills.